trial. He's watching me quietly shake the shadow off my face, or taking a pull of coffee that he couldn't wait to taste. It's those little things, they don't stay little long. Gonna take the time to help him shine and keep him moving on. It's those little things, oh, they don't stay little long. One fine day, God willing, your little boy's grown. Grown, son. It's all those countless late nights that he just couldn't sleep. I'm warming up a bottle that he couldn't wait to eat, or building a fort with pillows to keep the bad guys out, or running around that diamond to make his proud dad shout. It's those little things, they don't stay little long. Gonna take the time to help him shine and keep him moving on. It's those little things, oh, they don't stay little long. One fine day, God willing, your little boy's grown. It doesn't seem so long ago I was standing there in his shoes, looking at my daddy saying, I wanna be like you. It's those little things, they don't stay little long. Gonna take the time to help him shine and keep him moving on. It's those little things, oh, they don't stay little long. But one fine day, God willing, your little boy's grown. I said one fine day, God willing, your little boy's grown.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I remember the first time I looked into your eyes. You had me without knowing. Hey honey, what's your name? When you smile, do you feel the same? We both know where this is going. Should we take our time? Should I walk away? I don't wanna fall, don't wanna feel the pain. Won't you save me now? Catch me, I'm falling, I'm head over heels now. There ain't no way out, my heart is wide open. Only thing that will save me, catch me, I'm falling. Your pretty brown eyes and your gentle touch, Lord, I never felt so much. Please tell me I'm not dreaming. I don't want the same. It's a story that's unfolding. Should we take our time? Should I walk away? I don't wanna fall, don't wanna feel the pain. Won't you save me now? Catch me, I'm falling. I'm head over heels now. There ain't no way out. My heart is wide open. Only thing that will save me. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me, I'm falling. Catch me, I'm falling. I'm falling for you.
That is brand new music from a great group called South of Mayhem. That is called Catch Me. And before that, Alan Hayes kicking off the show today with a great tune called Little Things. And the reason I say today is because we are going on a little early. And welcome to the Tim Kelly Show. New Music Friday is on the air. We're going to have a great show today, 3 hours of New Country's Best. And then I'm going to get packed up and ready to head to Freedom Jam over towards St. Louis, Missouri. Going to be at the Diamond Music Hall in St. Peters. I'll be having the very distinct privilege and honor of hosting that show tomorrow. The show kicks off at 2 p.m. and goes till 11 p.m. A car show, barbecue, the whole 9 yards. Get your tickets at freedomjamusa.net. You don't need a ticket to tonight's show. We got a great one for you. A couple of great radio interviews as well. Mr. George Highfield going to be here first at the bottom half of this first hour. And then William Lee Golden from William Lee Golden and the Goldens and the Oak Ridge Boys. You know him. He's got the guy with the beard, the man behind the beard, as they say. So we're going to have a great radio interview in the second half of the second hour. There you go, bottom half of that hour. We want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the radio stations that do replay this program. Great ones like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, RadicalOnlineRadio.com. We are affiliated with LakeParadiseRecords.net, a great Sony Orchard record label, CountryRadio.lu, 93.9 FM in Luxembourg, and the official radio station of Talk About It TV. Talk About It TV Network.com is their website as well. You can catch the Tim Kelly Show on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search the Tim Kelly Show and you will find what we call New Country's Best. Well, I talked to this next artist last night for the second time. He's our good buddy Trey Calloway. He's got a brand new single out, and we joked and talked about it too. It is called Wanted Man on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
So desperado for a few years now. I'd given up on love, it always shot me down. I was just a free falling, never thought I'd land in the arms of a woman who made me a wanted man. She holds me without a holding me down. Fire in her eyes burns me up, keeps me coming round. All them years of running, now I finally understand. All I ever wanted was to be a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. wanted man. She holds me without a holding me down. Fire in her eyes burns me up, keeps me coming round. All them years of running, now I finally understand. All I ever wanted was to be. She holds me without a holding me down. Fire in her eyes burns me up, keeps me coming round. All them years of running, now I finally understand. All I ever wanted was to be. I said all I ever wanted was to be a wanted man.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
When it's hard times, honey, and we're tight on the money, the funny thing about me and you, faucets leaking in the kitchen, washers out of rhythm, we never let it step on our groove. When the engine light is blinking red, we put our worries straight to bed. Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working.
In the heat of the summer, ain't it such a bummer when the AC quits blowing cold? You try to dial up something country, but there's nothing but static on the radio. It don't matter what it plays, we can make our own music anyway.
Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working. Seems like something's always going wrong.
But you and me, we got it.
Going on. Love's the only thing working. Our hearts keep the home fires burning. Ain't nothing we can't fix when you give me a kiss, lock the door and close the curtains. 'Cause our love's the only thing working. Yeah, our love's the only thing working. Yeah. Yeah, roofs are gonna leak, floors are gonna creak. Got a list about a mile long. Patches on our jeans, holes in all the screens, but honey, we still going strong.
That is brand new music for you. I debuted them last night on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. They are the Mises, comprised of Logan Mize and his wife, Jill Martin. They've been together and married for 13 years and making music together. Now, I knew of Logan Mize, and I have some of his music and have played him on the radio, but I didn't know about Jill, and they call themselves the Mises now, and I love what they got going on. That is called Love's the Only Thing Working, and check out last night's show. We played two more from them. They got some fun songs as well. Well, this next gentleman performed last Friday night during the Nashville Roadhouse live show. We got to hang out and meet him in person, and I got to do a great radio interview with him. He is our good friend, Mr. David Adam Burns. His latest single is called Even the River on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Kept a coat of polish on your 97 Pontiac. You always hope someday we drive away and not look back. Big dreams don't fit somewhere this small. Now that you're gone, there's nothing here at all. Even the river runs away from this town. The sun don't always stick around. It's like God made this old highway to go down. Even the river runs away from this town. Guess I don't blame you, 'cause you had to go and see the world. You told me 100 times you weren't born a hometown girl. Keep telling myself that it ain't me. Everything around here finds somewhere else to be. 'Cause even the river runs away from this town. The sun don't always stick around. It's like God made this old highway to go down. 'Cause even the river runs away from this town. I keep hoping something's gonna bring you back. We both know that around here it don't work like that. Even the river runs away from this town. The sun don't always stick around. It's like God made this old highway to go down. 'Cause even the river runs away from this town. Away from this town.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I know I'm a good man, out here working with a four-piece band, singing all their favorite songs. I love it when they sing along. But when the night is done and we break it down, my thoughts go astray, and she pulls me back knowing I'm so far away. She gives me balance even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I think I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance. Watching those white lines pass, morning sun begins to rise. It's a long road ahead and her love is with me every mile. And the sky's filled with colors you'd have to see to believe. 3 months sure put a wear on me. She gives me balance, even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I think I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance. She gives me balance, even through all the noise. When I get off track, she can bring me back with the sound of her sweet voice. I know I finally made the right choice. She gives me balance.
His name is Larry Dino. The song is called Balance. Man, don't you love the talent of these artists who write a song with only one word as the title and write a whole song about it and then put it to music? And traditional country music is what we got going on there. I love that. Keeping it alive, Mr. Larry Dino, D-E-N-O. Go check him out and grab that song Balance. It is fantastic. Well, the latest song from my good friend Ansley Davidson is also fantastic. We're going to play it right now. It is called Everything I'm Missing on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Somebody's mama told my mama Allie had her baby last week. It's crazy, I ain't seen her since she won homecoming queen. Best friend's high school sweetheart finally dropped down on one knee. I helped him pick the ring out all the way from Music City. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to hear all the small town talk that's going on down there. But sometimes I wonder if I'd settle down with a boy back home in our no-name town, if we'd have a couple babies and a hunting dog named Bo. But I got back-to-back late Broadway gigs and a squeaky Porsche store that I'm trying to fix. Yeah, I'm figuring everything out on my own. These big dreams that I've been up here living, God, I'm just praying and I'm wishing it's worth everything I'm missing. It's hard for me to believe that Parker turned 10 last week. 'Cause yesterday I swear we were singing our ABCs, and I would give anything for a walk down West Broad Street, for Friday night stadium lights, watching my hometown team. 'Cause these days I feel I'm living on the outside, seeing pictures of a life that used to be mine. But sometimes I wonder if I'd settle down with a boy back home in our no-name town, if we'd have a couple babies and a hunting dog named Bo. But I got back-to-back late Broadway gigs and a squeaky Porsche store that I'm trying to fix. Yeah, I'm figuring everything out on my own. These big dreams that I've been up here living, God, I'm just praying and I'm wishing it's worth everything I'm missing. I would never tell them that I'm homesick, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it. But if you told me 3 years ago that I'd be writing every day on Music Row and standing on stage at a Bluebird show with a crowd full of people singing songs I wrote. Hey, Mom and Daddy, would you look at me? I'm finally where I swore I'd be. I'm doing this damn thing up in Tennessee. Well, these big dreams that I've been up here living, oh, I can finally say I'm getting what I've given, and it's worth everything I'm missing. Worth everything I'm missing.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery.
Saw you dancing on that bar, double stopping and stealing hearts. You were lighting them up. I was stuck across the room. You smiled at me and I couldn't move. Girl, you had me starstruck. About 20 minutes later, I was stepping outside, but I knew for the rest of the night you'd be stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. Like a light switch, girl, you turned me on. I wasn't nowhere close to being gone, but I could have swore that I was drunk. By the way my head was spinning round, I was screaming out above the crowd. So girl, I gotta be upfront, 'cause I've seen a couple hundred girls in my time, and you're the only one I got on rewind. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pull me in close, pour them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. See, normally I would skip it if I ain't feeling the beat, but tonight you're steady on repeat. 'Cause you're stuck in my head like that damn song they're playing on the speakers. Girl, you rocked them all night long. You pulled me in close, poured them drinks strong. I can go anywhere, but there's just no moving on, 'cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head, 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 whoa. 'Cause you're stuck in my head.
That is a great tune from Seth Mills. I had a great radio interview with him a few months ago. His name's Seth Mills, and that is called Stuck in My Head. Maybe I've already played something in the first 30 minutes that'll stick in your head, but if not, stay tuned. We got a lot of show left. We've got the great George Highfill with us tonight, though. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm doing just wonderful. How about yourself?
Fantastic. I'm doing good, too, man. Thanks for doing the program, and I've been looking forward to this one because here a few weeks ago, I'm clicking through YouTube or scrolling through there looking for new music, and you popped up with a CD called Thank a Trucker, and I thought, man, I bet this is traditional country music, and sure enough, here you are.
Yeah, it is traditional. It's kind of my anthem to the truckers out there. That's a hard job, and
absolutely.
I kind of did this album. That was the way we did the album was kind of gearing to them, because you can put it on from one end and go to the other and just truck along, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've got my brother out of Norton Shores, Michigan, is a trucker, goes all the way to the West Coast and back to Michigan. and he's up there by Muskegon is where he lives, but he's on the road quite a bit. And then I've got one of our best listeners and best friend for a long time that's listened to this show for 10 years. Her and her husband were truck drivers, and so they love those truck driving songs, Red Sovine and all that. Awesome stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah, Red Simpson was a friend of mine out here in Bakersfield. He had that song, I'm a Truck.
I'm a
back in the
Truck.
day. Yeah.
So that's where you're calling me from, Bakersfield, California?
Well, no, I'm a little south of there. It's a place called Norco. It's called Horsetown, USA. So that's where I'm hanging out right now.
I got some friends there too. Actually, Presley Tennant that was on Team Kelly of The Voice. Her and her mom, they're from Norco, California. So yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I had no idea about that. Of course, I'm not kind of tuned in to too much around here, but
you got some country music friends out there.
Oh yeah. It's pretty good. It's really a nice place. It's a good place called Horsetown, USA. So they got a lot of my favorite friends' horses. And so
now you're in the western part of the state, and it fits perfect for your bio because the first thing it says is that you sing country and western music. Boy, that's some of the really good stuff back in the day. That's when I first started listening to it. My dad too, Hank Snow and some of those guys, that made that great country and western music.
Yeah, they sure did. Yeah, it's a lot of it, and some of the old stuff is really great to pull out and do again. Over.
Absolutely. Well, you were born, it said, in the heartland of America, Fort Smith, Arkansas. You're not too far from Branson, maybe about 2.5 hours from Fort Smith. Now, you're out in California today, but you were born pretty close to where my brother lives in Bentonville, Arkansas. So he goes to the VA clinic down there, so that's not too far. Your grandfather was a fiddle player and a guitar player, and then your mom played piano in the church, I believe it said. So you've got a musical background.
Yeah, and my grandmother was actually kind of a poet. I still have her book. She's got a big book of her poems that she had. So I was kind of born into it, to be quite honest with you.
Wow.
I didn't have much choice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Music in your blood. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And you wrote your first song when you was 10 years old, and I say this all the time on the radio. That's a talent that I don't have. I can do parody stuff off of songs that are already written, and change the words around, maybe make it funny or something. But to write a song from scratch, and I just played one from a guy that the title is just called Balance. That's the only word in the song, and he wrote it just around that one word, and I think that is amazing.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I understand that.
So how did the songwriter bug get you at 10 years old?
Oh, I used to go to sleep listening to the old records. I had a record player right there by my bed, and that's how I went to sleep every night, listening to records. All those old records in those days, and I just started playing back then, when I was real young, and just kind of always liked doing that, So it was something I did, and then the songwriting came around longer, later than that, but I had all those a lot of those songs, kind of rolling around in my head, So that's kind of how that all started,
That is awesome, and creative minds don't sleep a whole lot either, do they?
It doesn't seem to be. There's always something. Seems like there's always something going on.
Always a song in your head. That is a good thing, though, for country music and country radio. And I love the new stuff, man. I've been doing this for 10 years, almost 11 now, 10 and a half. But I absolutely love the music that I get still to this day. There is so much untapped talent out there, and you're one of those that you've been tapped a little bit. You've got some good things that you've done in the past. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But you had the actual opportunity to go to Oklahoma as the first director of the newly opened Hank Thompson School of Country Music at the Rogers State College in Claremore, Oklahoma, near Tulsa. I've been all over Oklahoma. I lived down there for 20 years. I'm originally from Ada, Oklahoma, down there where Blake Shelton's from. Well, originally I'm from up here in Missouri, but I lived down there for 20, so that was home too. And my daughter still lives down in that area. So, there's a lot of good country music in Oklahoma too. There's a gentleman named Garth Brooks that's from Oklahoma. Is pretty good. He's from around Tulsa too.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah. That the school that started. I was actually playing in a little little restaurant. I come back from Nashville. I got signed from, and I can tell you the story how it all happened with me real quickly. But I was working as a criminally insane women's ward in Norman, Oklahoma. I was going to graduate from college, and I was going to go ahead and think about going back to school. I had this job that I was working, and I got there at 4 a.m, and those really aren't musician hours.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'd get in there and all this. But I read an article in the paper. I think I forget which one it was, but it's about Tree Publishing Company in Nashville. And so I thought, before I do this, I want to go try this. So I'd gone to a little studio there in Tulsa. It was called Derrick Studios in the day, and had done a was a reel-to-reel tape. And they said, how fast do you want it? You want 33 1/3 or 7 1/2? What? I said, well, I guess 33 1/3 sounds good. So they gave me that, and so I go to Nashville, go to Tree Publishing Company, knock on the door, said, I'm here, and I said, have you listened to any songs? They said, well, no, not right, but if you'll come back after about 5 o'clock, come back and we'll listen to you. So I went back and went in the door, and the guy put on the tape, and it was going it was so slow. It wasn't even, and he said, this is recorded at 33 1/3. Nobody's going to listen to you in town. Nobody's going to listen to this. And I said, well, I've come a long ways. Can I just maybe go get my guitar and just come and play you some songs or something like that? Mm-hmm. And he said, we don't normally do that, but come back in about 30 minutes, and after everything slowed down. So I went back in about 30 minutes, played my guitar, and they signed me. They signed me to Tree Publishing Company, which at that time was the world's largest publishing company.
Wow.
And so I got started that way in the music business, and played harmonica on sessions for different people there at the demo studios and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm seeing names like Ricky Skaggs. That's good stuff.
Well, that was on a gospel compilation I did with them, and there were several people on there. Chris Hillman, I think, was there.
Yeah, Billy Swan.
Yeah.
Yep. You have had the privilege to open for the great George Jones, Merle Haggard, the Judds, Carlene Carter. That's some good names right there. And then you also did a songwriter round that was hosted by Juice Newton.
Well, that's what it says. I don't remember the Juice Newton one, but the others were all correct. I remember the George. Well, Merle Haggard was just, that was the greatest one. I just really admired him and his songwriting and everything like that. So I got to open for him, and they actually wanted me to go up to Canada and go across Canada with him, but at the time we couldn't get the band up there, so that didn't work out. But I sure missed out on that. But that would have been a great thing to do.
Yeah.
But he was just phenomenal.
Yep. About 3 weeks ago, we met his wife for the first time. One of his wives. He was married a few times. Leona Williams lives here in Vienna, Missouri, and she come to Branson to perform the Nashville Roadhouse Live show and play with those guys, and I got to sit down live with her in a radio interview, and she got up on stage and told people that she was one of Hag's nags.
Well, I can imagine.
She's something else. She's a firecracker. I love her. And 80 years old, still making country music. And she got really noted, too, as being a songwriter, and wrote for a lot of big artists that had hits with her songs, too. So.
Yeah, she had some great songs. I remember that, yeah.
Absolutely. Your music also was getting lots of notice. It said back when you were doing a song called Waiting Up, and then that was an original of you, and it ended up being pioneering a compilation of a whole album, Town South of Bakersfield, and I guess that's where you still live.
Yeah, that's where I started out, and I can tell you a story about that. Pete Anderson has started a record with me. He'd done with Dwight. Dwight was kind of going at that time, and Pete had started a little record with me, and which was Waiting Up, and we were working on it, and just and I was still playing in clubs. I was playing in a truck stop in Pico Rivera, California, making $35 a night.
Wow.
seven nights a week.
Big money.
Yeah, really, 7 nights a week.
Wow.
But anyway, we got. I was going home one night and my car broke down, and I said, this is it. I was sitting there and I had my girlfriend come and pick me up and take me to my apartment where I was staying, and I said, this is it. I can't do this. This is just I can't stay out here without a car. So that next day, this was on a Sunday, and that day I got a call saying that Warner Brothers had signed me.
Wow, that is huge.
Yeah, so it's pretty amazing.
That is awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, friend, you make great country music, and I hear a lot of it, and I know in about 30 seconds or not, whether I'm going to play that song on the radio, and then a lot of times, and I did it with you, I reach out to the artist because I went a little further and heard some of your other songs, and I decided to have you on the program because you make what we call new country's best. Even though it's traditional country, it's new to the listeners. You've been doing this for a while, so I love helping the independent artist out and getting them radio airplay, and we're going to put you on 15 stations that I'm on. So.
Well, that's great. Well, I really appreciate this. I'm honored to be on it, for
absolutely.
sure. So I really thank you.
Now, speaking of thank you, you've got an album called Thank a Trucker. That is such an important business in the world that we live in today. Everything, a lot of things, almost everything, moves by truck and semi-truck. They brought a Ferris wheel in here to Branson, Missouri from Chicago, and it took 26 semi-trucks to bring that thing in here and set it up. But most of our food and groceries and things like that come in through truck drivers, so it's such an important job. And so what motivated you to write a whole album about it?
Well, I've just been thinking about it a little bit, and a friend of mine years ago, his dad was a truck driver, and he'd always say, if you got it, thank a trucker because they brought it to you, and everything like that. And that kind of stuck in my head, and I just been thinking about it. And I was writing something, started the song and everything like that. So it's basically just kind of an anthem to the truck drivers because it's really a tough job, and it's really, they don't really get any thanks for it. But if you got anything you've got, you look around your house, anything you've got came from off the truck.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, absolutely. And that's another amazing thing. We go to Walmart and stores like that all the time. You see those trucks over on the side. They're unloading them and things like that. They come in on these big semis, leave out in these little shopping carts and something you can hold in a plastic bag.
Absolutely. That's the turnover.
That is. That's how it operates, isn't it? Well, we're gonna play the song for you now, and then we're gonna come back and talk some more. To George Highfield with us tonight. This is called "If You Got It, Thank a Trucker" on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on New Year's.
Bacon and toast. Not giving any thought to the truckers hauling coast to coast. But they're the lifeline of the country, red, white, and blue. And if you got it, thank a trucker, 'cause they brought it to you. People wake up in the morning, they don't walk, they'll drive. They'll go to their office where they stay from 9 to 5. With two drivers in the cab of a big rig, they keep blowing on through. And if you got it, thank a trucker, 'cause they brought it to you. Beantown, shaky town, can't afford a breakdown, keep barreling through. A flip-flop, can't stop, gotta make the last drop before I get the white line blues. And it's a lonely highway at night, thinking about the kids and the wife. Pull into the hook, get some motion lotion, grab a bite to eat, a little relaxation. A hot cup of coffee will do. And if you got it, thank a trucker, 'cause they brought it to you. a tourist passing me on the right. Find a quiet stretch, pull off on the shoulder, crawl into my crib, remember what I told her. I'll be home in a day or two. And if you got it, thank a trucker, 'cause they brought it to you. And if you got it, thank a trucker, 'cause they brought it to you.
There he is right there. If you got it, thank a trucker. And George Highfill is the artist on that one. He's with us live tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. Man, that's good traditional country music, my friend.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's the best. I like country music and traditional country music.
Absolutely. You know, and I'm sure like you too, admire these young folks that are keeping traditional country music alive. I get a lot of young artists pitch music to me, and if I hear that pedal steel and some of that good stuff going on, I'm all about that. I love it.
Oh, yeah. It's the fiddles and the steel. They're always,
yeah.
They always come through for me, for sure.
Now, you have been featured, too, on some famous television shows, the Nashville Network's Nashville Now, New Country, Kirk and Chase. You've been able to showcase your music in a lot of different platforms.
Yeah, I did that back in the day. That was when I was on Warner Brothers, and also I got to do some film work, too, from out here. They remade the Beverly Hillbillies movie.
Yep.
Jim Varney was in that, and but I was like Jed's cousin who came out for the wedding on the plane and all that. But I played upright bass on that. It was something.
Now I got to go back and watch that. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. I love Jim Varney. You know what I mean, Vern? That guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a character for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, you were on a featured episode of Lois and Clark, and then The Love Boat. Man, I watched that for a long, long time with Billy Ray Cyrus in that episode.
It was the next wave, I think they call it. It was the second time they did that. But yeah, he was a nice guy. I enjoyed doing that. I was kind of the band leader of his band in that episode there.
You know, and I say it all the time on this program, when one or two songs hit for you and go viral now with all the technology that we have, and it's not hard to do with TikTok and all these things they got going on now. You're well on your way, and that's what happened with Billy Ray Cyrus and his song "Achy Breaky Heart." It just became a phenomenon for a while, didn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So
it's a good dance song. People loved it.
Yep, absolutely. You have also not only performed in the United States, but overseas in Germany and Switzerland, and I guess yearly you still take trips overseas. Is that right?
Pretty much up until COVID hit. I couldn't go over there during that time, but the album that I just did, the one off the song that you just played about the trucker, I did that with a friend of mine in Finland, and he did part of the recording over there. So there's three of us involved in that, and I've been doing that for several years. It's kind of I've been kind of troubadoured all over the place, I guess you'd say.
Well, that's not a bad thing if you love to travel, but, you know, artists like you, I know they love to perform and getting in front of folks, you know, and you get to see a lot of great country doing this and meet a lot of cool people, too, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do, yeah, and they all, you know, I've got a film of some of the people there. If you didn't hear them talk, you would think you were probably in Oklahoma somewhere. You know, there's a lot of guys that had hats on. You know, it's just the people look the same basically, and there's some really good fans over there simply because they go by the written word about articles that have been written on you and stuff like that. And I've been fortunate to have quite a bit of that on me.
Yeah.
And so they know about everything about you there is to know. So that's the way that it works over there. Yeah. But it's really been good for me. I've really had some good done some good shows over there, and had a lot of. I did the Bern Fair in Bern, Switzerland was one of the first things I did over there, and a country night is it was a country night that they had over there too, and I was the only American act on there, but they had several other people. But they love country music. They love traditional country music. And
don't they, for sure? You know, when I told you I was going to put you on 15 other radio stations, 3 of them alone are in Belgium. One's in Germany, and we've got Luxembourg in the UK. They're the only FM station over there in a population of 200,000 people. They replay my show every Saturday. And so, yeah, they overseas, they love country music because they can't get a lot of the country music that you guys make. I actually have to send this show to them through a big Dropbox file because they've told me it's illegal for them to even download the show after it's over and from over here. So it is. It's very popular over there, and that's why these other big names like Miss Taylor Swift, who went pop, she even did it when she was country, and a lot of other big country artist names tour overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. Elvis Presley never got to, if you saw the movie Elvis, because he was associated with Colonel Tom Parker, and he wasn't allowed to travel overseas, so Elvis never really got to go. He performed in Hawaii a lot, but that's the United States still, so that was an interesting movie. Did you see that? Yeah,
I did see that. It's a great movie. It's one of the better ones I've seen in a long time.
Very well done.
It was really, and I was surprised he got an Academy Award, because he did a really good job.
Absolutely. You know, we've got a lot of Elvis impersonators in this town of Branson, Missouri, but the original country music is something that they're hungry for here in this town. I truly believe that. And you make it, my friend, and that's how you ended up on this program.
Well, as I say again, I can't thank you enough.
You are very welcome. Man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, George. And so where would you prefer folks to find you on social media? I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell it.
Well, it's GeorgeHeifel.com is probably the best place, and it's the official website, and so that's where they can get a hold of me if they'd like to get a hold of me.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to play a couple more songs for you. I'm going to ask you about this one, Honky Tonk You. Tell us about it.
Well, it's at the end of it, it's got a thing about I didn't know God made honky tonk angels, and that was one of my people that I worked for, the Hank Thompson School of Music. I met Hank when we started that, and then he came out here and did his Hall of Fame tour, and I got to play. I went with him and played bass for him, and actually on a job over here in Arizona, and so met up with him there again, but. He's so that was kind of the Honky Tonk You, Heartbroken Me. It's just kind of that's the dance crowd.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah. So we're doing a event called Freedom Jam tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be some dancing outside at that thing. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be an all-day concert from 2 to 11 p.m. So we are sure looking forward to that. It's not too often that I get to get out in front of a lot of folks doing the radio thing. I'm mostly in the studios, but I love having these phone interviews and getting to meet lots of new people. And hopefully one day we can get you to Branson and we can meet in person. That would be awesome.
That would be great, yeah. I'm certainly open for it.
Absolutely. Well, I'll get you the information, and we'll see if we can't help make that happen. You have been a pleasure to talk to. Come back anytime, George. I'd love to have you back on.
Well, thank you so much. As I say, I really appreciate you having me on. It's really great to have some people that enjoy and promote country music.
Yeah, absolutely, and we love your brand of traditional country music. Honky Tonk You, Heartbroken Me, George Heifel on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I recall the first time that I saw you. Prettiest little thing I'd ever seen. Dancing the wax right off the dance floor. In your skin-tight cowgirl blue jeans. Honky tonk you, heartbroken me. Your honky tonk ways that brought me misery. You two-stepped out of my life should have known the day that I met you that you'd never settle down. Now I'm alone, but I can't forget you. Just kicking myself while you're out on the town. Honky tonk you, heartbroken me. Your honky tonk ways have brought me misery. You two-stepped out of my life, now you're a honky tonk memory. Honky tonk you, heartbroken me. I didn't know God made honky tonk angels. Honky tonk you and heartbroken me.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I used to pour out my heart in a love song, sing it with feeling, that was my thing. I haven't done that in so long, 'cause honey, since you've been gone, a love song is too sad to sing. I rearranged all the shows I've been doing. No more songs about heartbreak and pain. I hated changing my style, but at least for a while, a love song is too sad to sing. So I'll sing about barrooms and prison, America, let freedom ring. I'll sing about mama and truckers and trains, but a love song is too sad to sing. I'm trying hard to see the bright silver lining in a cloud that keeps pouring down rain. But I'm still getting wet with these tears of regret, and a love song is too sad to sing. So I'll sing about barrooms and prison, America, let freedom ring. I'll sing about mama and truckers and trains, but a love song is too sad to sing. Oh, the love song is too sad to sing.
His name is is George Highfill. That is called Too Sad to Sing. That's the song that showed up on my YouTube feed, and I had to hear some more. If You Got It, Thank a Trucker. That is the title of his new album. Go out and get it. GeorgeHighfill.com is his website. Tell him Tim Kelly sent you. How about some great traditional country music in a guy by the name of George Highfill? Absolutely love it. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on New Music Friday. We are broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we are live on our website right now at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We also have a live interactive chat room. I would love to see you in it. And speaking of See You In It, that's what the song title is to this next one that's going to kick off hour number 2. He's my good friend Brandon Davis. This is called See You In It on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Do you remember that time we were sitting there beneath the porch light on a late night? You were just smiling back at me. The world took the back seat. I was hanging on your every word. Or that night we caught the late show. Your daddy didn't know we were flying down a back road. His F-150 was where I stole your heart in the Georgia dirt. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Thinking back now, I can still see summer sundress, your hair in a mess. We were everybody's dream, always be 18. Thought we had forever found. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Yeah, I tried leaving, but every time I try to cross that county line, I find leaving here means leaving you behind. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I see you in it.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Everybody's talking, everybody's watching, the whole town's going straight to you. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching, put another notch in the Bible.
Lipstick on a map, cold coffee cup, backseat watching mama get all dolled up, counting change, sitting at the pump till the sun comes up. She'll be handing out love Too young to stay by myself at home. Old enough to know what's going on. Sleeping with somebody new. Just doing what you gotta do. And I hope that he's a nice man. And one day we can get out of these hills, get off of these pills, and pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible Belt. Mama kept her men written in a book. Sometimes I'd sit and thumb it through. See the mayor, my preacher, my teachers. At any hour of the night they could reach you. Police came and tried to take me, but Mama cried she needed her baby. It's like heaven's door is shut, it's so corrupt. Her prayer's enough to get out of these hills, get off of these pills, and pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Bible
That is the latest single from my good friend from Kentucky. Her name is Taylor Austin Dye. That is called Bible Belt. She performed at Freedom Jam USA as well in the past. This year, it's going to be a great, great lineup. And the next artist that I'm getting ready to play is going to be the headliner for this year. Now, tomorrow's show starts at 2 p.m. Central Time, goes to 11 p.m. Central Time. There are still some general admission tickets left. $30, ladies and gentlemen, for a 9-hour show. Who else does that? 100% of the proceeds go to help our veterans and first responders in the St. Louis, Missouri area. And so you're going to see a great, great show. There's going to be a car show. There's going to be barbecue. It's going to be an amazing time. The Diamond Music Hall is where you need to be tomorrow in St. Peters, Missouri. Yours truly is going to get to host Freedom Jam USA and introduce this next gentleman. His name is Jesse Keith Whitley. This is called Feelin' Coming On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
There's a devil on the sticker of this bottle of liquor, and I've drank her down to his horns. There's a woman who's leaving, and I'm sitting in the kitchen wondering what the hell I did wrong. There's a cold wind blowing as the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. You see, I'm slowly dying. My angel is flying back to the life she lived before. I almost pulled the trigger, thinking about him with her, and I see hell's fire through the storm. There's a cold wind blowing as the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. There's a cold wind blowing while the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. There's a devil on the sticker of this bottled liquor, and I've drank her down past his home.
Once again, he will be headlining Freedom Jam USA tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Time, St. Peters, Missouri, at the Diamond Music Hall. You got to be there, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great, great show. If I can drive 3.5 hours to it, you can too. I will see you there at freedomjamusa.net. That is their website. Get your tickets, and we'll see you at Freedom Jam. It's going to be a fun, fun time tomorrow. We can't wait. Well, we can't wait for William Lee Holden from the Oak Ridge Boys. He's going to be here right after this next song. He is ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. How about this one from my good friend Dusty Lee Houston, a song she wrote about her dad called 99 Halos, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
We said goodbye 3 years ago today. There ain't been one single night without you for me. And 99 halos couldn't take you away, and 200 angel wings ain't got what it takes.
pleasure to have with us this evening from the Oak Ridge Boys, William Lee Golden. And you also have William Lee Golden with the Goldens. Thank you for joining us tonight. How are you?
Tim, I'm doing great, man. I'm working 2 jobs now. I'm singing with my family and singing with the Oak Ridge Boys. So that kind of helps to keep an old man busy.
That is awesome. What a blessing that is to be able to perform with your family as well. And you guys with the Oak Ridge Boys have been together for 50 years. Your family too, aren't you?
We really are. And we've been fortunate, man, to have had all the success we've had through the years, you know, with the Oak Ridge Boys. It's, I feel blessed, but, you know, it's, we're at that time of our year that, we start trying to plan for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And, so that's kind of put us into the Oak Ridge Boys. Some of the agents have been trying to get us to try a farewell tour.
Okay.
For 2 or 3 years, and but we chose not to, and we still enjoy singing so much. We just don't want to quit.
Right.
And so what we're doing is we've agreed to next year start that, you know. And I know that when you announce something like that, it actually every show that we do now becomes part of that. You know,
yeah.
I mean, we're still on our front porch singing tour, but that's kind of evolved into, we're still doing the songs and the segment during our show, you know, of songs that we recorded on our front porch singing album that Dave Cobb produced with the Oak Ridge Boys here during the pandemic, actually.
Okay.
And we're scheduled to go back in first part of January with Dave Cobb again and do another album coming up here for next year. But next year we're looking at turning all of our dates into basically farewell tour dates.
Okay.
A couple of our guys have had kind of a rough year physically, you know, getting about, and Joe has been struggling with some physical issues of physical abilities, and his legs have kind of wearing out on him there, and so he's been having trouble walking and getting around, you know, without assistance there.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris, Richard, he wound up the first of the year here this year. He wound up with his hand swelling up and not knowing what it was. It was in severe pain, and it was dealing with it. Missed several shows and wound up in the hospital, and then they finally found out they were treating him. Thought he had fell and hurt his hand, but found out he had gout.
Oh, wow.
It was a very painful thing, and I've known family members that have had that before, and it is a very painful thing. But anyhow, he missed several shows because of gout, and he never knew he had that until this year, actually. But he's doing good now, so we're all out together right now.
Well, that is awesome. My wife was getting ready to go to the grocery store, and she sees 2 tour buses going down Highway 65 headed to Branson, and she said, "Hey, what does that Oak Ridge Boys logo look like?" So I send it to her through Facebook Messenger, and she goes, "Yep, that was them." And so you guys just pulled into town last Wednesday, had been on the road all night long, and so we had this interview scheduled, but we're doing it today, and we're sure glad to have you on. And you guys been performing a lot at the Mansion Theater. You got a lot of upcoming tour dates still there. So if you guys are in Branson or planning a trip to Branson, the Oak Ridge Boys would be one to go see. And you guys, didn't you used to have a theater here years ago?
We did. We had a theater there, and that was actually, they sold that property to, I guess, the hospital there.
Mm-hmm.
and they're putting another section of the hospital up there on that hill.
Ah,
but that theater was originally built as a Glenn Campbell theater, I think.
Okay, I remember that
too. It had first been built, and then Glenn, he stopped coming there, and then they put the Oak Ridge Boys name on it for probably 5 or 6 years there. But yeah, we're playing there at the Mansion Theater.
Okay.
It's a beautiful, one of the most beautiful theaters in Branson right now.
Yep, we drive right by it all the time going down to Branson, and take that back way to kind of say off the 76 strip. If you're local, you know how to get around that. Unless you're going to a show, you want to get on that strip. But there is a lot of changes right now in Branson, and you're probably seeing that too. They got this big new aquarium they built right there by McDonald's, and and of course we lost Andy Williams several years ago. My brother was his TV producer for a couple of years and did his Christmas commercials. And so there's just a lot of big changes going on, but that town is still really popular for country music, and there is so much of it here. It's just amazing.
Well, it's Branson has been good to the Oak Ridge Boys. We get to come there. It'll be 20-something shows this year that we'll be doing at the Mansion, and we're normally there at Branson on a Wednesday and a Thursday.
Okay.
And then we head out. Tonight we're leaving home at midnight. We'll be traveling all night and all day tomorrow. We're headed up to Minot, North Dakota for the big Goose Fest up there.
Okay.
It's a Scandinavian festival, and it's been 5 or 6 years since the Oak Ridge Boys have played there, but it's an annual Scandinavian festival. People from Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, but a lot of those Scandinavian people, and the festival with a lot of the foods that we used to enjoy traveling and touring up in Scandinavia. The Oak Ridge Boys did way back when we were even singing gospel music. We'd go over there and do about 2 weeks, about every year.
That is awesome. I've got a couple of talented blonde-headed young ladies from Minot, North Dakota that I play called Tiger Lily Gold. You might run into them while you're up there.
Yeah, that's but they do. They have a lot of entertainment there, and some of them, they have the old school entertainers, country music, and they have the new guys coming in, and same thing with a lot of the other Scandinavian type entertainment.
Yeah.
They have a lot of that there, and the foods, and it's quite an event.
That's awesome.
But we get to come back to Branson at the end of that run from North Dakota. We play 2 or 3 dates in North Dakota, then we go to South Dakota, and we've got about 3 dates there. Then we come back to Branson the following week. We'll be gone from home like 12 days, but we come from South Dakota. Deadwood, South Dakota will be the last state that we do on the Dakota run.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've ever been to Deadwood, South Dakota. They did a movie about it, or they had a series about it on HBO called Deadwood, about when Deadwood was settled. But we enjoy going there. It's one of the real unique towns. It was a gold mining town, they found gold there originally, and but Oak Ridge Boys have enjoyed going to Deadwood. It has a lot of history in it.
We found a lot of gold in your music over the years, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. It's some good stuff. I've loved the Oak Ridge Boys and you guys' music for a long, long time. Now, you started singing at the age of 7, then you began performing regularly. Your grandpa had a radio show, a weekly radio show, along with, I guess, his sister Lynette or your sister?
My sister Lynette.
Your sister.
She taught me how to play rhythm guitar and to sing harmonies when I was 7 years old, 8 years old, and she played mandolin. We had a duet. We'd play these old country songs that the Lubin brothers would sing. We'd sing Roy Acuff's song, The Great Speckled Bird. Kitty Wells had a Mansion Over the Hilltop. Hank Williams, I Saw the Light, and some other Hank Williams songs there. But as kids, we grew up playing and singing these old country and country gospel songs, and we'd get to sing them in church, and Granddad would let us sing them on his radio show. About once a week, we'd get to go sing a song on WEBJ radio there in Bruton, Alabama, and from there we'd sing in every little church house and schoolhouse around our part of the country. But music has always had a powerful impact on me from my young life throughout my life, and there's a melody for every emotion.
Right.
Music has a healing power to it.
Oh, absolutely.
We found that during the pandemic, getting my family together. I had to turn off all the negative hate on television, everybody hating everybody, and the violence, and I had to get away from TV news and get out here under the shade trees around the backyard and allow these old songs that were important in forming our love for music throughout our life. And that's what I did. I took my kids and my grandkids back to those times with me of, when I was growing up, and I took them back to record some of these old-timey songs that my sister and I used to sing. And then I let my kids pick out songs that they would like to sing. It's Rusty, he always loved John Denver's country road songs, and my sons are extremely talented. They play several instruments, and they're great songwriters and singers and musicians.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to play a couple of your songs here in just a little bit, but first, you grew up in a small town, I guess, in Bruton, Alabama, and the thing that I looked up is, and that I want to get the answer to for the folks out there in Radio Land who have never heard the story maybe, is how did the Oak Ridge Boys get their name?
Well, that happened before any of us were there. It goes back into the early 40s when there was a country group out of Knoxville, Tennessee that was invited to go over to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And that was during the development of the atomic bomb there.
Wow.
That's when it was, the main people that were there were the scientists and engineers that were sequestered there, actually. They stayed on the property and had 60,000 acres there, I believe, is what they originally had for the Oak Ridge laboratories there. And the development of the atomic bomb and splitting the atom. And so they would go in and sing for these scientists and engineers and people that were sequestered there and for their families. And they'd bring music and entertainment in there on the weekends. And they became popular there, and the people wanted to see them every week, basically. So that was a regular thing for them, is to go there and play. So they changed their name from the Georgia Clodhoppers or Country Cut-Ups to the Oak Ridge Quartet. Their gospel songs were popular back then, and so they started leaning more towards doing gospel music. And so when I joined the Oak Ridge Boys, they were basically a gospel singing group, Southern gospel music, and I joined them in 1965 in January, and they had recorded 2 albums that turned me on to their music. It was in 1962, and I was a young guy. And
that was the year. That was the year I was born. My birthday's coming up next month. I'll be 61.
Well, there.
Thank you. So, yeah, you've been doing it for a long time, man. And you guys are members of the Country Music Hall of Fame, inducted in 2015. You've had about a dozen #1 singles. Ozark Mountain Jubilee, one of them, based basically on where we live here in Branson, you know, in these Ozark Mountains. And fall is sure a beautiful time of the year here, isn't it?
It is. It's one of the most beautiful spots on earth. Is the Ozark Mountains and the fall of the year. And same thing as up here in Tennessee in the Smoky Mountains. You know, we have beautiful fall colors too. And that's a lot of people like to take vacations and go to the mountains for the autumn time because of the diversity and all the different colors of the forest, the trees, you know.
Yeah.
They just, and different ones turn at different times, but it's just a menagerie of color.
And speaking of that, you are quite an accomplished painter, I was reading in your profile. You like doing landscapes and things like that and paintings, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I like getting out of hotels. You know, when I travel on the road, I would, got to taking a good camera with me. What I did is I kind of started, I developed throughout the years, I like to go to museums and see great artists, you know.
Yeah.
And traveling overseas, I would get to go see beautiful museums over there in Europe. And but you just see these painters' works that some of them are incredible, you know, and they've been gone for a long time, but their works still stand up today. And but I got into painting with acrylics and, because they dry fast. And I would take my painting supplies on the bus and get at a hotel in the mornings. I'd get up and make 2 or 3 trips into the room and take my painting supplies and set an easel up by the window and stand there and kind of spend the day with using my photographs as reference and paint these paintings, you know, of landscape paintings of different places that I'd been. And I did that for about 12 years, you know, when my youngest son, Solomon, was born. He and his mother, she gave me a bunch of painting supplies when he was an infant from her and Solomon. And I had a note on it to Daddy, paint us a picture and something we can have. And so I did, man. I started painting, and it gave me it kind of, again, I was able to spend the day kind of by myself and be happy because I could go back and visit some beautiful places that I'd been and put my photographs out on the bed there, and I could go over and look at them and see different spots that I built my paintings that way. I would, and I'm a slow painter. It would take me 4 or 5 months to paint some paintings. So I'm real slow, and but you know, it's a lot of different layers of paint that you put on.
Yeah. And
as you kind of build from the background up and to the foreground. But, and again, man, it's something that it kept me occupied for as my time and my days, and at the end of the year I could look back and have things that I wouldn't have had if I didn't put the effort to it.
Right. Well, that is an awesome story, and I'll tell you what, we're going to play a great song, Take Me Home Country Roads, that you talked about John Denver a little bit earlier. He was famous for this song, but you guys did justice to it with William Lee Golden and the Goldens, so we're going to play that for the folks right now, and if you can hang out just a little bit longer, we're going to come back and talk to William Lee Golden and find out how he met his wife Simone. They've been together for a long, long time. This is the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River, Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home so far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me
Man, that is a great song. Great job on that one. Take Me Home, Country Roads, William Lee Golden and the Goldens, and your son a member of the group, so that is awesome.
Yeah, I've got two sons that play with me there, and actually three.
Three of them.
Craig played, he sang on one song on the project, and he's the shy one that I could never get him to get in the studio and sing, and it's the first time he ever recorded singing. So, but growing up, he always had a great voice, and but his two brothers were so talented in their area. Rusty was, he started out playing drums, and then he went to an Elton John concert. He fell in love with piano, the instrument, and so he went home and got on the piano and started playing those Elton John songs.
Man, that's awesome. My buddy Stevie Lee Woods had a song go #1 that was a remake of an Elton John song called Something About the Way You Look Tonight, and he still plays it at the theater, and I love that song, and I play it on the radio too. So,
well, that's great. And Elton is, you know, he was so talented. And
oh man, I grew up listening to Philadelphia Freedom and all that stuff on 45s when I was a kid. So absolutely. You met your wife Simone when she was 18 years old. She came to a Oak Ridge Boys concert, and it was around Labor Day weekend. I guess you threw a scarf or something into the crowd, and she didn't catch it, but she caught an eye for you, and that's how you guys met, I guess.
Yeah, she did. She was 18 at the time, and I didn't meet her the first day that she was there. I do remember seeing her and giving her that scarf. It was a bandana that I had around my neck, and I took it off. She come up to the edge of the stage there, but then it was a few days later we played in L.A. there, and she got her mother to let her come with her cousin down to L.A. to where we were playing and doing the midnight, what is it, the Hoss, the wasn't a midnight jamboree, but it was a midnight special.
Oh, okay.
Remember the rock and roll show?
I remember that one. It used to play on Saturday nights. Yep.
So we were a guest on there, and they come down to that TV taping. And,
Wolfman Jack used to host that, right?
Yeah, Wolfman Jack. And, but we met, that's when I actually met Simone. And, so then she would come to see us occasionally, and we knew each other, but she was a beautiful girl, but she was 18, 19 years old back then, and so we were friends, but we never got close enough to tell each other how we were feeling. I felt like that there was a chemistry there, but then it was later on in time, she wound up, she was born and raised in San Jose, California.
Okay.
So then her mother had been from Amarillo, Texas. And so I guess then her family moved back there. Her mother wanted to be back to where she came from. And so they went back there and she moved there. And we kind of lost touch for a long time. And then she came to see us again. Her cousin got her to come visit her over in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I hadn't seen her in 25 years. And she one day walked up and introduced herself, said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "Absolutely. I couldn't forget you." And
wow.
But I thought about her many times and wondered how she was, and if life was good to her, and I really had thought about her a lot of different times, because she had painted a painting of me.
Wow.
She's an artist too, and she did a portrait of me and gave it to me.
How about that?
An oil painting, and she used a photograph as a reference to do the painting, but I kept that painting throughout all those years. And but again, I would see that painting and I would wonder about how she was doing, because as you go through life, you meet people, and sometimes they drift into your life and drift out.
Yep.
And so I was, I've spent my life in all these years being on the road with the Oak Ridge Boys from 150 days to 200 days a year throughout. In the early days, we was out there on the road 200 days a year.
Wow.
And during the heyday of our group, everybody wanted us to come sing.
Yeah.
And so, in all reality, for 150 to 200 days a year, for all these years, I've been an absentee husband and an absentee father.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, like when I met Simone, I was divorced at that time. I was single and a bachelor at that time. But I had, my first wife, I wrote a book during the pandemic and recorded 3 albums with my family, 34 songs we recorded with Chris and Rusty, and then I did an album with the Oak Ridge Boys, this Front Porch Singing album. Then I did this autobiography book with Scott England to help me write it. But he asked a lot of questions and talked to a lot of different people. He talked to my first wife, and she told him some stories that I really hadn't planned on getting into in this book. But it's things that happened, and she told him about my unfaithfulness and my having a girlfriend and all these things. And so she kind of got into a whole bunch of things that I hadn't planned on getting into, but it's certainly things that I couldn't deny happening.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did.
Wow.
And that's what he wrote about, all of that stuff. Well, and, you know, Simone's part of the book is, she talked to him, he talked to different, you know, he found pictures with me and my different wives, and I've been married 4 times now.
Uh-huh.
And my first wife and I was unfaithful and had a girlfriend. She knew the girlfriend, and it's all that stuff's in my autobiography book. It's called William Lee Golden Book.com if you're interested in something like that.
Well, there you go. Well, you guys have quite a story on your website. I was looking at that, but you look really, really happy now. So congratulations on that. And you've got a story, William Lee Golden, The Man Behind the Beard. Now, that's another thing that I want to ask you about. You got this big, long beard in the picture I'm looking at next to Simone. Do you ever shave or trim that thing, or how long has that beard been growing?
Well, I tell you, I lost my razor in 1980.
1980. Wow.
And it took about 3 years for the beard to get out as long as it is now.
Uh-huh.
It's, but that's the whole deal, is it took so long for the beard to stop growing out.
Yeah.
It gets a certain length and it don't get any longer. It just gets wider.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the same way. You know, I shave mine off, and but yeah, when I do that, I lose 20 years, man. It does. It gets wider and wider, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
Well, I have had a blast talking to you today, William Lee Golden. Thank you for your time, sir, and we sure do appreciate it. Let me ask you this. Where would you prefer people to go if they want to find you and William Lee Golden and the Goldens? I've been looking at your website the whole time, but I'll let you tell it.
Well, it's you can go to my website, WilliamLeeGolden.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go, if you're interested in the book, it's WilliamLeeGoldenBook.com. But you've got stuff on that. We have social media, you know, like
right.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and all of that stuff. Our family band has it has social media accounts too, and they come there and find out where we're playing. And when the Oaks aren't touring, I'm out touring with my family and band. And,
well, we want to come see you in Branson. You've been playing at the Mansion Theater, so go to themansiontheater.com as well. That's where you can get your show tickets for not only the Oak Ridge Boys, but a lot of great other entertainers that are coming to the Mansion Theater. But me and my wife are going to stop by and see you one of these days there on tour at the Mansion. I'm going to come up and surprise you and shake your hand as well. How's that sound?
Tim Kelly, I'd be honored to have you there, and you come as our guest. And, you know, you may want to run your radio show from there.
Absolutely. That definitely, I do want to do that. So we've been talking about that. I'm going to head down to Branson and get some more spots for broadcasting live. We're totally remote now with a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection, and I would love to meet you in person, and you can sit down right next to me, and we can visit some more like this. This has been a blast.
Okay, and you know, they have one of the most high-tech recording studios there in the basement there.
Wow.
It's the Mansion Theater. I'm not sure if you're aware of all of that, but they're really connected high-tech.
I have. I've seen pictures of it. I interviewed a young man that was on American Idol not too long before he came with Rhonda Vincent and performed at the Mansion Theater. His name's Alex Miller. So he got to go to the Mansion, and for his first concert in Branson, that's where they had it at. So, yeah, I've seen a lot of pictures of it. I just haven't been inside that theater. We drive by it all the time, but we're going to come in there. We're going to make it happen, and thank you for that opportunity to meet you and the rest of the Oak Ridge Boys. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, you come on out and see us, and you can be our guest. I'd love to have you. And you can maybe do your radio show from there. Do it in the lobby of the Mansion Theater.
That sounds amazing, my friend. We will definitely get together and do that. And
you know, they have a radio show that WSM has a studio all out there.
We toured that here a while back when we were in Nashville, and I got to see a live radio show going on, and I've said it on the radio many times. I didn't know this, but Pat Sajak used to be on WSM way before he started Wheel of Fortune over 40 years ago. He was a disc jockey there too. A lot of great history at that radio station.
It really is.
Yeah. So, well, you guys have made history too, and congratulations on your so-called farewell tour with the Oak Ridge Boys. You know, I've done a farewell tour on this radio station and keep coming back. I just love doing the shows. So,
well, good.
And the reason is because we get to meet people like you along the way, and that's a great journey, and I love it. So we're going to let you go. I thank you for the time today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and be safe out there on the road, and we'll see you at the Mansion Theater here real soon.
Tim Kelly, I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, my friend.
Keep things going here at KICR Indie Country Radio.
I certainly will. Thank you very much. We're going to do William Lee Golden and the Goldens one more time. This is called Peaceful, Easy Feeling. That's the way I get when I talk to William Lee Golden on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country Fast.
I like the way you're sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown, and I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight with a billion stars on
best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I wouldn't let my dear Savior in. Then Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and fears I claimed for my own. Then like a blind man, God gave back his sight. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Straight, straight is the gate and narrow's the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness and no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness and no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the
That is how you kick off hour number 3 of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I Saw the Light, a great country gospel song from William Lee Golden and the Goldens. Absolutely love talking to that gentleman, and we are going to go see them. Check out the Oak Ridge Boys in Branson, Missouri at the Mansion Theater. They will be there next Wednesday and Thursday, starting on October the 4th and the 5th, and it's going to be a great, great show. Their tour bus is going to be heading down 65 again, and we'll catch up with William Lee Golden and the Goldens real soon, and the Oak Ridge Boys as well. Well, I had a great interview with this next gentleman last night on Triple Play Thursday. He is from the great state of Georgia, and he's got some great new music out. My buddy, Mr. Adam Grant. He talked about this song that Randy Travis did on an episode of Matlock, the show with Andy Griffith in it, and he wanted to record it, so he did. It's called Life of the Party. That's what we got going on right now. Another hour to party on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I'm the life of the party. I'm everybody's friend. The center of attention. That's how it's always been. love to see me coming, but hate to see me go. It's just a game I'm playing, but I'll never let them know. I can almost hear their laughter when I turn out the lights. The life of the party dies a little every night. A little every night. Yeah, the life of the party dies a little every night.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
And this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country. New country.
I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range. If you want fast-paced freedom, boy, you better leave. If you can't fold the dead man's hand you hold, don't put your chips on me. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room aflame. If you're gonna hang your hat by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Been sold on fool's gold, your hard to live in won't come cheap. If you can't quit the saddle, leave it in the barn. Kick off your boots, boy, you can shoot the moon here in my arms. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room aflame. If you're gonna hang your hat by the back door on the wall. steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your hat by the back door on the wall, if you're gonna love me, if you're gonna love me, love me like an outlaw. You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range.
Her name is Calzy Cullick. That is her latest effort right there. It is called Love Me Like an Outlaw. Boy, I love that song. That's her best effort yet, and I've been playing her a while, ladies and gentlemen. And I love that outlaw country music as well. Don't we love it? And the traditional country, the pop country, I love some of that. Isn't country music great? Genres within it, absolutely. Well, this next artist went to #1 with a remake of an Elton John song. He's my good buddy Stevie Lee Woods. He performs in Branson at the Nashville Roadhouse Live Show. This is called Something About the Way You Look Tonight from Stevie Lee Woods on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
There was a time when I was everything, nothing all in one. Then you found me. I felt like a cloud across the sun. I need to tell how you light up every second of the day. In the moonlight, shine like a beacon on the bay. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. It takes my breath away. With a smile, you pull the deepest secrets from my heart. In all honesty, I'm speechless. I don't know where to start. No, I can't explain. It's a feeling that I feel for you deep inside. No, I can't describe, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight.
There was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
My house needs cleaning, my clothes need folding, light bulbs need changing, yard needs mowing, but I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. You walked into my life and you knocked me down. I was doing just fine, so I thought, till you came around. And I thought I knew what love was, and it wasn't for me. 'Cause, oh girl, you take me places I never dreamed I'd be. And that's why my house needs cleaning, my clothes need folding, light bulbs need changing, yard needs mowing. I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. Yeah, the porch needs painting, the roof is leaking, the deck needs staining, the beds need weeding. I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. Proved me wrong when I said I'd never fall again. Now I'm eating my words every time I hold your hand. Girl, I wish I had more time for us. 'Cause hey, even if I did, it wouldn't be enough. And that's why my house needs cleaning, my clothes need folding, light bulbs need changing, yard needs mowing. I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. Porch needs painting, the roof is leaking, the deck needs staining, the beds need waiting. I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. The neighbors talking like I've lost my mind, that it ain't my style to let things go, get out of control. I'm walking around with my head in a cloud, and I don't want to come down to my list to do, 'cause all I want to do is be with you. Yeah, that's why my house needs cleaning, my clothes need folding, light bulbs need changing, and that yard needs mowing. Yeah, the porch needs painting, the roof is leaking, the deck needs staining, the beds need waiting, but I'm gonna let it go so I can be with you. Oh yeah, only you, girl, I wanna be with you. Only you, only you, only you. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of stuff to do, but you know what? You can all take a back seat, 'cause right now, baby, it's all about you. That's right, I'm gonna let it go.
That is a brand new single from Carl Wayne Meekins. His latest, it is called Let It Go, and we're letting it go in hour number 3, aren't we? Great music on the radio tonight. Well, we did a guitar giveaway last weekend with him in Branson. We're going to do another one tomorrow at Freedom Jam USA. Some lucky winner is going to win a brand new guitar signed by a lot of veterans, no doubt, and it is sponsored by this radio station, KICR Indie Country Radio, and the Nashville Guitar Works, and also our good buddy Mr. Carl Wayne Meekins. All you got to do to be nominated to win one is go to his Facebook page, like Carl Wayne Meekins, and nominate somebody you think should win a guitar at one of his shows. It's a fun time, I'll tell you what, and we're going to have fun promoting that tomorrow. So Freedom Jam USA, there's another reason to go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you at the Diamond Music Hall in St. Peters, Missouri. That show kicks off at 2 p.m. Central Time. Yours truly is the host. It's going to be a blast. This next artist had 9 number 1 singles with her former record label Curb Records. Now she has her own independent record label called Dreambound Records. Her name is Jody Messina. This is called Love on a Maybe on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on New Music Friday.
You say, don't be mad at you, but what am I supposed to do? I can't keep wasting space in my heart. You get close and then you push away. Your car is back in my driveway.
We know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Some horses weren't meant to be broke, aren't fit to be rode. We're born to buck if you get too close. And some horses need places to run till their days are done. Wide open and wild, just chasing the sun. You can see their manes afloat, never knowing where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail. And for them it never fails, they will leave love in the dust to roam free. Some horses will take you down if you bet 'em, kick you in the heart if you let 'em, softly touch you in a way you can't forget 'em. You can see their manes afloat, never know where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail. And for them it never fails, they will leave love in the dust to roam free. You can see their manes afloat, never know where they're going. Only thing for sure is their path leads up and down a lonely trail. And for them it never fails, they will leave love in the dust to just roam free. Some horses weren't meant to be broke, aren't fit to be rode, weren't meant to be tied. Take it from me, I tried. Some horses
Country Radio is sure loving this song from Daryl Perry. It is called Some Horses, D-E-R-R-Y-L. Daryl Perry, go check him out. Get Some Horses in your playlist, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fantastic song. Well, this next artist and I booked a radio interview today. It will be our second one. It's going to happen a week from tomorrow on October the 7th on a special Saturday edition of The Tim Kelly Show. We'll hit the airways at 5 p.m. Central, and my good friend Jason Black will call in at about 5:30 p.m. Central, and we'll talk to him and catch up with his latest music and his stories behind the songs. All of it. It's going to be a fun time. I love his music, and so we're going to play one right now. This is called I Don't Want to Move from Jason Black on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Hold my hand a little longer. I'm not ready to let go. Let me stay and grow a little stronger before I try this on my own. My heart is aching and my steps unsure. Till I wake, it doesn't matter anymore. So I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams is right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. Let me hide a little longer from this loneliness inside. Save me from another morning where all I long for is the night. I know I promised I would be alright, and with my eyes closed it doesn't feel like I lied. So I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams is right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. I know that I must say goodbye, wake up and move on with my life, but please forgive me if I take my time. 'Cause I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams is right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. It's better than the truth. It's living without you. It's more than I can do. So I don't wanna move.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Hey, 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 I wanna love you. Hey, I wanna hug you. I wanna tease you. Hey, I wanna squeeze you. So come on back to me. Hey, I've been thinking what I've been missing. I've been thinking, ooh, you've been kissing. So come on back to me. Well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, hey, I wanna kiss you. Hey, 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 and I wanna squeeze you. Hey, 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 I've been thinking. Hey, hey, what I've been missing. Hey, I've been thinking. Hey, ooh, you've been kissing. Hey, well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Come on back to me.
Yeah, kinda felt like 11, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me, come on back to me. Hey, 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 hey,
That is our good friend Jonathan Lynn. That is called Come Back to Me, a super upbeat tune. I love the vibe of that one. And you haven't even went anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The music's too good. You don't have to come back to me. You're still here. I know it. We got about 30 minutes left in the show. Let's do some more great country music. How about this next artist from the state of Texas? Her name is Jenna Paulette. This is called Slow Draw on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Friday.
Dressing up as blue jeans and a pearl snap, and shirts are taking off their ball cap. Drink beer instead of champagne. Free time means fishing on the lake. Good dog and an old truck. Football was their first love. Little work trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying hey, two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby, singing along to some country gold, shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, man. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw. Going out is somewhere you can dance slow. Flowers you get, they pick 'em on the way home. They say it all without saying too much. No, you can't get enough of them boys with a little twang saying hey, two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby, singing along to some country gold, shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, ma'am. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw. Yes, you do. You fall fast for him. Good dog and an old truck. Football was her first love. Little work trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying hey, two-finger wave down a two-line, baby, singing along to some country gold, shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, man. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw. You fall fast for a boy with the slow draw.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
She looks good
got that thing about her. She got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off. Her name's in a heart at the bottom. There's a tear stain down the middle where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. No, she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid. She ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
His name is Randall King. He is also from the great state of Texas, and that is called In the Picture. My name is Tim Kelly. I'll be in a few pictures tomorrow at Freedom Jam USA. I'll take my face radio out to the public. Look out, world. We'll be at the Diamond Music Hall in St. Peters, Missouri. The show kicks off at 2 p.m. Central Time. We hope to see you there. It's going to go till 11 p.m. Central Time. There's going to be a car show, barbecue, great country music all evening long, all day into the evening. It's going to be a fun time. The headliner this year is Jesse Keith Whitley and a whole bunch of talent, so don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. You can still get tickets to the show. FreedomJamUSA.net is the website. How about we do 3 in a row from the state of Texas? Our good buddy Darren Morris with the Darren Morris Band. He is from Gilmer, Texas. His latest single is called I Can Drink in This Bar on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
It's Boots and Beer Dive on the other side of town. Half burned out buzzing sign, almost falling down. It's the perfect place for me, 'cause that's how I feel tonight. I just need some place to think and get her off my mind. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. I'll have another whiskey, I've got a lot to drink about. Tomorrow she might miss me, but right now I figured out I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, or I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. Keeps playing all the reason I can't give her up. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar.
Giddy up, howdy, this is Jane from One Ugly Cowboy, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSDenver.com. Woo! Ride with the wind. I know lots of cowboys who think they're pretty hot stuff. Socks off. You're the real deal, you're a genuine heartthrob. A big, strong, soul-shaking hillbilly rock star. I love your crazy tats, the way they move, the way they dance. Your truck, your dog, your cat, baby, I love all of that. Squeaky boy, till you make my jaw drop. Her lips smacking, belly whacking, sugar-coated bonbons. The way you tip your hat, the way you smile, the way you laugh, it makes me quiver, gives me shivers up and down my back. I love what you do, what you do, what you do to me. Everything you do. Your feet, I love your arms, abs, eyes, calves, and all bones in between. I love your skin, I love your bones, I love your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and all 10 of them toes. I love your hair, I love your feet, I love your arms, abs, thighs, calves, and all bones in between. I love your skin, I love your bones, I love your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and all 10 of them toes. Woo! I love what what you do, what you do, what you do to me. Everything you do makes my heart go, what? You're my baby boo, hoochie-coo, boopy-doopy-doo. Ought to be a felony to be so. I love what you do, what you do, what you do, what you do. Woo! You're my baby boo, hoochie-coo, boopy-doopy-doopy-doo. I love what you do, what you do, what you do, what you do. What you do. You're my baby boo, hoochie-coo, boopy-doopy-doopy-doo.
My favorite country rock band from Toronto, Canada. Well, that is One Ugly Cowboy, and they are fantastic. Jane on lead vocals there. I love what you do. This next artist was on season number 18, I believe, of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake all the way. He is Jay Kuth. This is called Be For You on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio.
For you, I won't lie, there was a few close calls and almost maybes. They all made me who I am. Before you, I was sure that I was living, didn't know what I was missing, till I got to be your man. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew. Before you, the sky was blue, but it wasn't blue. My heart beat, but it wasn't beating the way it is right now. If I'm wrapped up in your arms, I ain't ever coming down. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew before you. You're the missing piece I never knew I needed before you. If I'm complete, baby, you're the reason, the reason. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew before you.
You're listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
And I'm thinking about where you are. Thinking never got me far. With a whiskey glass half empty, and I play it all through my mind, singing just to make you smile. So you'll miss me and maybe kiss me. And I don't wanna change or stay the same. I wanna let you go, I wanna make you stay. I wanna sing along and I wanna hold my tongue, what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. neon light I lean on, 'cause I'm drinking myself to sleep every other night of the week till I see you and maybe dream you. And I don't want to change or stay the same. I want to let you go, I want to make you stay. I want to sing along and I want to hold my tongue what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Where did you go? Where'd you go? I wanna find you, wanna hold you, wanna know. Oh, where did you go? And I don't wanna change or stay the same. I wanna let you go, I wanna make you stay. I wanna sing along and I wanna hold my tongue what I'm trying to say. 'Cause baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay. Yeah, baby, I'm not alright, but I'm okay.
They are Shotgun Rider, a great country music duo from the state of Texas. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of New Music Friday. I want to thank my special guest, Mr. Hi Phil. Absolutely love talking to him today. And my good buddy, William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys. George Hi Phil and William Lee Golden, they are fantastic. And you are fantastic for tuning in. We hope you had a good time. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. I'll see you at Freedom Jam tomorrow in St. Peters, Missouri. Until next time, bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown.